everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for a Houston beauty review. Yes, giving you the most motherfucking life right now. Weaved out, wonderfully, unbelievable me. Yes, VIP luxury hair. I just put up the hair video. Get into it if you want to know more. Anyways, let's get into my notes. So, somebody high profile is coming to Houston Beauty. They want some wig style so they can choose from whichever wig that they like, and they'll wear that in this competition that they're supposed to be in or something. And so all of the kitties are going to basically have a little, you know, what is it called? Competition. Have a little competition around this bitch. And I'm like, I don't know how good that is considering the fact that don't nobody like each other. I don't really feel like they need to compete because they don't like each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to end up in a fight. Like, that's how I felt from the beginning. But anyway, so Queensley, Grace, and some other girls are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Grace tells the girls that Kim Roxy is her sister. I don't know who the fuck Kim Roxy is, but supposedly she's a makeup artist that works on Nene and Cynthia. And I must say, whoever does Cynthia's makeup is off the fucking chain. So snaps to you. And that's her sister. And we find out that her sister don't really do much for her. Shade. Anyway, so she wasn't making enough money working for her sister. That's why she decided to go to school. Now here's my thing, because everybody was like, you know, well, if that's your sister, why she ain't put you on? And then Queensley had to be messy and say, you know what, if she was all of that, she wouldn't be here. And I'm like, you know, Queensley, that's some shit that you think but shouldn't say. That was one of them. Grace didn't get mad, but if it was me, I'd side-eyed the fuck out you. Like, I'd have been like, bitch, what you mean? Like, what you trying to say? Like, okay, like, I'm just saying. Now, let's be real. You could do hair. You go to beauty school to get a license. You go to beauty school so that you can do hair and make money legally. That is why. Because when you use chemicals, you have to have a license. You have to be certified. That is why y'all are going to Houston Beauty. Not necessarily because you don't know anything about hair. Now, if you don't know anything about hair, then either you learning from the very beginning or your ass shouldn't be in there. Like, I don't understand somebody that go to hair school and don't know how to do not even a fucking bumper curl. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, you need to lay it down, let it go, fall in love, and find another occupation, because this right here ain't for you. I'm just saying. You gotta at least know how to do a press and curl. You gotta at least know how to do a roller wrap. You gotta be able to do something. Now, cutting, coloring, stuff like that, that's what you go to school to perfect. But you should be able to do the regular old stuff if you want to be a hairstylist, because most people start doing hair in their motherfucking house, okay? That's how it all starts off. Bump people hair, flat iron front hair for the party, and then after that, boom, bow, pow, you done figure out a way to make you a little loop. And everybody wants to be a celebrity stylist nowadays, so poof, pow, you have an aspiration. Thank you, ma'am. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that shit. So for lunch, Mia is breaking out seafood in butter containers, and Queensley called it ratchet, and I'm like, the fuck? Plastic is forever, okay? It is killing the environment. Recycle, recycle, recycle. What's she gonna throw it away for? It's not like you can go to the grocery store and be like, can you please refill my container with some more butter? Like, you can't do that. So why the fuck I can't put my leftover food in the girl? How is that ratchet? How is that ratchet? We had tons of Tupperware, but I'd be damned if we throwing away the butter things too. For what? What we gonna do that for? You know how much plastic is all over the earth right now, killing fish and shit because it is not easily broken down? Oh no, Queensley, get your life on that one, girl. Recycle, be about your earth. Alright, I'm just saying, it's fabulous to be conscious. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, jokes and jokes. So Grace comes over all depressed. Now here's my thing, Grace. Stop trying to front like you ain't want sympathy. Stop trying to front like you ain't want to talk. Don't nobody go and mope their ass over to sit by people and then noticeably be like something wrong. And then when you, girl, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Like, come on now. You wanted to talk about it. Don't front like you ain't want to talk about it. And she break down and she starts talking about how her family doesn't even know that she's at Franklin and her sister doesn't do anything for her. But she feels like she always has to do stuff for other people. And wait, hold up, I'm sorry. Yeah, but her sister always does stuff for her mom and her daddy, but she don't do nothing for her. And I'm like, that's, I'm glad that she take care of the parents because they took care of her. But I feel like as a sibling, you should definitely look out when you can look out. But there's nothing she can do if the girl don't have a license to do hair. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. Anyway, So she breaks down, and Queensley starts crying too, because y'all know Queensley is going through her own trials and tribulations back at her house trying to be Superwoman daughter and all of that shit. And Mia is being supportive with crab juice running down her wrist. And I'm just like, this is a fabulous ghetto scene, and I love it. This episode was all about the love and being considerate, and I'm glad. You need episodes with rash and shit, but you need episodes where people be there for one another and just show some decency, because I get so tired of everybody being so all out for self that you can't even feel sympathy for somebody when they're in pain, regardless to whether they're your best friend or not. That's just how I am. So I feel like other people should be like that too. That's how I feel about it. So then, when they go to do their mannequins, the dude who used to have the micro braids, y'all remember the dude that used to have the micro braids? Well, now his hair's just all over his fucking head, and he is using it to his advantage to make his attitude even worse by having hair standing on top of his head that he can move when he's talking about a motherfucker, okay? And they already talking about how Queensley better not win because she can't do hair. And I'm like, see, there y'all go again with the hater shit. She ain't saying nothing to y'all. She not looking at y'all. Why is it that y'all have to worry about what she's going to do? How, you know, like, I'm just going to say, like, let's be real. All the people that was sitting over there talking shit, hair look a hot ass mess, but Queensley's weave is always on point. So I want to know who the fuck really can do hair around here. Because last time I checked, you know, you are your own advertisement, okay? And y'all be looking a hot ass mess. I'm just saying, get your life together. They do their mannequins. And Corey think he gonna get picked first because he the teacher's pet and shit. And I'm like, all right, light skin is a right skin, bright skin. Like, no, honey. Freckles and shit. I'm just saying, that's cute and all of that. But when you got, I don't know, Corey, you be rubbing me wrong. Like, you got like a fish attitude, and I don't like that. I feel like a nigga could be gay, but stop acting like a bitch all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just so conniving and, you know, oh, it, you know, I'm a so answer. It's just, that be too much for me. Like, I don't be understanding all of that animosity and conniving shit that people be having all in their head and their heart, all unnecessarily. So it's a question mark on Corey right now, because sometimes I like him, and then sometimes I want him to go sit his ass in a corner and think about his, you know, situation. Like, think about yourself right now. Like, what are you doing? What are you saying right now? How are you reflecting right now? Like, what do you think people feel about you right now? Like, that's what I want to know. That's all. Anyway, I just want people to get their life together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't getting my life together. People should get their life together. I'm just saying. Anyway, so then we find out who it is. The high profile client is a whole bunch of little pageant kids, and one of the little girls reads them for filth. She tells Neil that his look like a circus animal. Then Grace, Queensley, Mia, and Nia all get picked, and Corey doesn't get picked. So he all mad and pissed off. He go to Miss J like, Miss J, I don't know if there was a mistake or something, but I didn't get picked. And that's because the little girls didn't like his old grandma looking hairstyle. It was a chignon. And it was nice, don't get me wrong, but these are little girls. So I think they felt, you know, and I feel like people would have been better to do a hairstyle for a little girl had they known who they were doing it for. But everybody will make it a surprise, like Oprah was about to come through and this, you know, and pick a fucking weave for one of her shows on Next Chapter or something. Like, I couldn't stand all of that. Like, who are they high profile? They're fucking bunch of little pageant little girls. And they have talents, and that is all well and good, but I can't stand how pageant moms be acting all crazy and shit. And when everybody picked, they had this one white lady, their eyes was bugging out her fucking head and freaking out. Corey ended up doing her daughter hair because of what happened. So let me just get to it. So the next day, after everybody, you know, got their little models that they supposed to be doing and everything, Queensley is coming, everybody really is coming late. They're not in uniform. Miss J is in there pissed off about it. And I'm like, Miss J, if you were going to comb your hair, I would feel better about you walking around looking for everybody to have their fucking smocks on and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, yes, everybody needs to be in uniform. Everybody needs to be together when they're in an institution. But at the goddamn same time, like, bitch, you know what? Be mad at me for one thing a day. Like, come on now with all of that. Oh, you was late. You know, do better. Oh, you ain't got no smock on. Oh, well, you got something wrong. The bitch had all black on. Like, come on now, get over it. Get over it with all that. I just can't stand for people to just be nitpicking at somebody. So I understand why Queensley got mad. And it's so funny because Lyric was laughing because I said, I see so much of myself in Queensley. It's unreal. It's unreal. People will try to talk to me and I will go back and forth with you and with the most common sense, logical shit I can think of. No, it's not me, it's you. What are you saying? Like, so you are you explaining to me what I'm doing, what I should be doing, so what should you be doing? Like, you know, answer a question with a question. Aggravate the fuck out of people. Like, I'm just saying, like, I tend to do that so I understand Queensley. But I also feel like, you know, like I said before, there's a time and a place for everything, and at some point you need to learn when is a time to, you know, be like that and when is a time to not be like that. And I understand how a person feels when they feel like they're being attacked. And Miss J, you know, probably told her something in the office that she didn't like. She came busting out the room all upset and was like, man, you know, fuck this. If they gonna keep messing with me, I'm not coming back to this fucking place. Or something like that she said. But she didn't curse out Miss J. But this old ratchet, he-looking bitch gonna say that she said fuck Miss J. And then that spread around the school like wildflowers. And then Miss J heard it and told, you know, heard what, you know, that they said that and went and told her son, and he came outside with a fucking clipboard like he was gonna beat her in the head with the clipboard. And Mia was like, she never said that. I was with her the whole time. She never said that. That's some bullshit. Why you coming over here with all that hoopla? And he was like, get from over here. Get from around here. You ain't gonna never disrespect my mama. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, so this is how you handle shit? And you get mad when people want fist fight in your school? When you got people coming out to the parking lot screaming and hollering instead of asking this girl what she said? Everybody in there don't like her, and y'all going off he said, she said, and doing all of that shit. That was so stupid to me. So Mia and her left and didn't know if they wanted to come back. And Miss B, before they left, Miss B came outside and tried to talk to him and tried to talk her into coming back and trying to get in school. Because the bottom line is that you have to graduate. But ain't nobody got time for all of that stupid shit. I hope there are other beauty schools in Houston. Like, for real. Like, I hope there are other beauty schools. That's why you got to go to beauty school where they got buku white people. That way you ain't got to deal with all this. White people be shiesty, but they don't put it in your face and you ain't got to fight them and all of that. If you can ignore them hard enough, it won't even fucking matter. It's not like that with black people. Oh no, a bitch will come up to you, bitch, you think you special, you ain't shit. And you'll be like, oh, hold up, nah. You gotta wait, like a white person to come up to you, oh, that looks nice. That looks okay. And they'll do something like that. But it's enough for you to just be like, girl, please. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not enough for a bit, you know, a bitch beat down. I feel like, you know, I don't know. It's racial. I know. Everybody gonna look at me like I'm wrong, but that's how I be feeling sometimes. Sometimes black people just, you know, they too much. Especially when they be like little hood, young ass people. I can't deal. That's why I don't go nowhere now. I fucking end up fighting buku people the way people like to look. Bitch, I look. That's what I'm an observer. I look at people. Like, what is the problem? You mad because I'm looking at you, bitch? What if I like what you had on? Calm the fuck down. Like, like, you don't know what I was looking at. Like, whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Queensley has a talk with her mama. Her mama is telling her that she needs to do the right thing and try to go back to school. She needs to do what she got to do. And, you know, she's not trying to hear that from her mama. She's telling her mama, you know, I'm not going to stop being me. I'm not going to stop being fabulous. I'm not going to stop being Queensley. I am not going to dumb myself down to fit in with ghetto hood ass people. Same thing, same thing. Now, here's the thing, Queensley. You ain't got to come at your mama with all of that. You don't have to come at your mama with all of that. Just really think about it. Maybe you could calm down. Now, let's be real. Miss J said what she had to say, but your ass should wear what the fuck you supposed to be wearing, and your ass shouldn't be late. And I understand that, you know, don't nobody need all of this all the time, but you being so over the top makes you an easy target. So it's best sometimes to just shut the fuck up in order to slide out of a situation. It's not because you're wrong, it's because it's the easier option. Understand? Like, it's not even about you being like trying to change who you are. It's about going through a situation, covering your fucking head until you get out. Like, that's basically what it is. So, but she don't get that. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like she's not getting that from her mom or anybody else that's saying anything to her. So she didn't go back to school. And then Miss J called her on the phone and was like, you know, you're suspended. And she was like, so you're not even going to hear my side of it? Now, I was pissed off about that. I felt like before you take any kind of disciplinary action, you should have brought her in the office to ask her, because you going straight off of he said, she said in a school full of hater ass people. Like, that shit was total bullshit to me. That was handled so wrong. And for her son to come outside like he was going to do something, like, go sit your fat ass down somewhere. And everybody can be mad at me if you want to, but I don't give a fuck. That's how I felt. I don't like for no man to be coming like he gonna, you know, put his hands on a woman. You don't even know what happened. It'd be different if you heard her disrespect your mama, but you didn't. You going off of what other people are telling you. Like, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, Corey took Queensley's spot. So he's so happy to get his little legs. His little legs was jumping out his jeans when he was going in there. And he got the crazy ass mom who was rude as hell and rushing him. And Grace did the best job in my opinion, and then she ended up winning. And Mia was upset and ready to go. And Miss J tries to stop her and talk to her, talking about she need to finish school and she know Miss J love her and all of this shit. But she wasn't really trying to hit it. And I understand why she wasn't trying to hit that, because I wouldn't have been trying to hit that shit neither. Anyway, y'all, that was basically everything that happened on Houston Beauty. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Peace.